Trailer Park Terror is a horror film by the late director Stephen Goldman. If you've seen many zombie horror movies but haven't come across this one, chances are you've missed out on one of the most entertaining horror films of the past decade. Trailer Park of Terror is a film adaptation of the comic book series of the same name, inspired by a bizarre community living in a decaying trailer park, a place haunted by vengeful and manipulative spirits. Unlike traditional zombie films where the undead mindlessly rise, eat flesh, and fall to a bullet in the head, this movie takes a different route. The dead here are cunning, twisted, and darkly humorous, offering a true zombie experience. For fans of gory, violent, and satirical horror, Trailer Park of Terror delivers exactly what it promises. From the poster alone, the film sparks curiosity with its bold, iconic imagery, signaling a terrifying, outrageous, and oddly entertaining ride for lovers of horror comedy with a dark edge. The film centers on the character Norma, portrayed by actress Nicole Hiltz, a young woman born into a life of chaos and moral decay, clinging to the hope of escaping her dark past. From the very first scenes, director Stephen Goldman skillfully paints a picture of a quiet, rural southern town, outwardly serene and rustic. But beneath that surface lies a twisted reality, where the townspeople are anything but normal. There's Mrs. Larlene, always on the hunt for fresh meat, a deceitful Miss China, Stank, a butcher with a secret jerky recipe. This is the world Norma grew up in, a broken environment where the neighbors weren't a source of comfort, but rather grotesque reflections of moral corruption and depravity. It's no wonder she longs to escape, desperate for a chance at a new beginning. But everything collapsed when that dream was torn away. Norma's hopes for love and a better life with her prince came crashing down, leaving behind only resentment, despair, and years of repressed fury.
All I ever wanted was for somebody to love me for me.
That tragedy pushed her to the edge, and in her darkest moment, Norma made a brutal choice. She struck a deal with the devil, willing to sacrifice everything for revenge. The price? Blood. The blood of everyone in the town who had turned her life into a living hell. Norma carried out the massacre with chilling precision and ruthless resolve. But the deal came with a curse. In exchange for the power to avenge, her soul became eternally bound to the trailer park. Whether it was divine punishment or the cruel consequence of blind ambition, Norma was doomed to haunt the place she once tried so desperately to escape. The opening of Trailer Park of Terror evokes a sense of nostalgic familiarity, reminiscent of 1990s horror cinema, a slow, seemingly peaceful start that quietly simmers with an underlying sense of dread. Designed for true gore horror enthusiasts, the film begins with a calm, measured pace before gradually escalating into chaos and carnage. Set in a small southern town in the U.S., the atmosphere recalls the eerie stillness of Messengers 2, The Scarecrow, where a tranquil exterior merely masks the horrifying secrets that lurk beneath the surface. An interesting highlight of the film is the character of the devil, the one who indirectly helps Norma carry out her revenge, portrayed by renowned country music artist Trace Adkins. Casting a musician in the role of a demonic figure is not only unexpected but also ties in seamlessly with director Stephen Goldman's creative vision, as he himself came from the music industry. Throughout the film, haunting and somber country melodies are woven into the narrative, acting both as a guide and as a ghostly soundtrack that intensifies the film's eerie tone. This fusion of grim storytelling with dark country and hard rock music adds a distinct flavor to Trailer Park of Terror, making it stand out in the minds of horror. 27 years after the fateful massacre, the story of Trailer Park of Terror shifts into a brand new chapter, darker, more sinister, and filled with lurking dread. A group of troubled teenagers, returning from a reform camp under the guidance of Pastor Lewis, is on a journey to reclaim their lives. But when a sudden storm strikes, their van is forced off the highway, leading them to seek shelter in what seems to be a long-forgotten trailer park. From that moment, the atmosphere grows heavy and suffocating, as if something unseen is silently watching, waiting. Strange signs begin to surface, foreshadowing the horror that's about to unfold. Right after the opening, viewers are greeted with the stunning return of Norma, now in an entirely new form. Seductive, icy, and hauntingly captivating. The film quickly pulls the audience into a blood-soaked, death-filled sequence of scenes that are masterfully crafted, featuring creative camera work and striking visual design. The zombie makeup alone, grotesque yet full of personality, is enough to leave viewers in awe. The director cleverly breathes unique traits into each undead character, from humorous and bizarre to seductive and terrifyingly violent. This is no longer your typical mindless zombie trope. It's a twisted, imaginative world that sets the film apart in the horror genre. Norma, too, is portrayed with more complexity and humanity than her original comic book counterpart. Rather than a purely demonic figure, she emerges as a tragic victim of circumstance, driven into darkness by the very people around her. It's a thoughtful and humanizing choice by the screenwriters, one that allows viewers not only to fear her but also to empathize with her suffering. Trailer Park of Terror made a notable impression when it premiered at the Slamdance Film Festival in January 2008. Its success stemmed from a well-crafted script, strong performances, and the film's ability to evoke powerful emotions from its audience. Though not based on a widely recognized or mainstream source, the film managed to establish its own unique identity through a bold and creative approach to the zombie comedy genre, or zombie. Tragically, this would also become the final film directed by Steven Goldman, who passed away on April 30, 2015 after battling illness. His loss was deeply felt within the film community. Trailer Park of Terror was more than just an entertaining horror flick. It stood as a testament to Goldman's talent, vision, and singular voice as a filmmaker. All in all, Trailer Park of Terror delivers a rare and well-balanced experience between two seemingly opposite extremes, horror and humor. Unlike many films in the same genre that often fall into forced or illogical storytelling, this one maintains a natural flow, with coherent pacing, emotional consistency, and a well-structured narrative. While it may not have won major awards or reached cult classic status, it remains a must-watch for fans of horror with a satirical twist, something unique, bloody, and unapologetically bold. If you're looking for a film that blends gore and entertainment with a touch of fate and fractured humanity, Trailer Park of Terror won't disappoint.